This is Ebone Bell with Metro Weekly, and we're at the Omni Shoreham Hotel for the Mautner Project Gala. And we're here to talk to guests about lesbian health and stereotypes. What do you think is the most important lesbian health issue?
Well, it seems to be the most important women's health issue, which is breast cancer, because those numbers keep going up, unfortunately. I mean, 20 years ago it was like 1 out of 14 women. Now it's like 1 out of 8. The numbers keep going down and down. Nobody's really sure why. And I think lesbians are more at risk because they don't go to the gynecologist as much because they don't think they need it. And I was one of them. I used to go every year, and then I just let it slip, and it was over 4 years between my mammograms. So I think it's a huge issue for all women, but even more so in the lesbian community.
Specifically for DC, I would have to say breast cancer. Breast cancer in DC is absolutely off the chart. We have one of the highest in the nation.
Safer sex and prevention of STDs and HIV is a huge issue. Not necessarily because of the numbers we're facing in DC, but because of the lack of knowledge we're facing in the area around those issues.
To be honest with you, cancer as a whole, from breast cancer to ovarian cancer, there's just so many different issues with it, and there's not enough spotlight on it.
Lesbians are more likely to smoke, more likely to be obese, and more likely to get breast cancer than heterosexual women. So those are the big three.
And what is your favorite lesbian stereotype?
Oh, that's a given. That you have to be a dyke or you have to be a lipstick lesbian. It's awful. How about just be you? How about that?
I agree, because this one right here thinks that I tend to be more femmy, so.
Which is not a bad thing, if that's you.
Just because you wear lipstick doesn't mean you have to be a lipstick lesbian.
Crunchy granola. Oh yeah, that's true. The crunchy granola is recycling. And also I really like the flannel shirts and coming out of big trucks. That one's also my favorite. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, so it kind of harkens back to a lot of different kinds of roots for me.
Flannel shirts and Birkenstocks, and I'm showing my age.
My gosh, there are many, but I love that lesbians are big beer drinkers because I am, and gay men are so carb phobic they won't. And you never go to a gay man's house and find beer in the refrigerator, but I guarantee you every lesbian's house you go to, unless they're recovering, you find beer in the fridge.
Guilty, right here. You just described me. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Outspoken. Now visit us at metroweekly.com and tell us what you think.